I bought this to replace a Dell S2716DG. While the picture quality and G-Sync performance is top-notch, there is minor backlight bleed. I would definitely recommend, but keep in mind the panel lottery still applies. After 7 years I thought it's time to upgrade my old IPS screen to get a better refresh rate. The LG great looking. The colors are great and the refresh rate indeed improves fast-moving games. I have 0 dead pixel. However, there's the IPS Glow and BLB. The screen on the left is the new LG. On the right is my 7-year-old screen. Of course it has far worse blacks, but the games don't look weird. This is Witcher 3 at 3100s brightness. You constantly see that the lower left corner is looking off. The right one too, by the way. I will go for a refund. I won't spend time on replacements. Probably it's still better to buy screens in a store. Edit. I am revising the review. I went to a local store and they had this one in stock. I made them unpack and let me take a look at the monitor. It's perfect. Such a great screen. Still, there is BLB. But far less than on this initial sample. So if you get a monitor that is, send it back. I subtract 1 star for this issue. Edit. Got one that has minimal BLB compared to this one. Now I don't struggle by looking at left corner of the monitor while watching movies or anything. IPS Glow exists but BLB is minimal compared to the last one. We'll update the picture later on. Colors are beautiful, response time is great, G-Sync works out of the box flawlessly, gaming experience got much better with this monitor. Highly recommended, assuming you get a good model. Cons. Seems I lost the panel lottery, as I noticed the BLB when playing dark-themed games or watching movies. Build quality is okay. Pros. Pretty much everything else, it is a great monitor. BLB was so bad I had to return it. Doesn't feel good as I waited more than a month for this monitor to arrive. I'll be waiting for Amazon to restock and order again. We'll give better ratings then. Pros. -144Hz minimal backlight bleed OSD easy to use comes with DisplayPort cable and HDMI cable extremely easy to set up stock calibration is decent, only had to modify a few settings. Cons. The stand sits too high at lowest adjustment, so I had to modify my desk to clear. Highest point is roughly 18 3/4 to clear. My calibration on Game 1 preset. Brightness 25, contrast 70, sharpness default 50, gamma mode 2, color temp custom R58, G49, B48, adaptive sync on black stabilizer default 50, response time fast, aspect ratio full, wide, energy saving off, standby off all. I first was gonna get the 850 but it's been running low on stock for a while now, settled with this variant instead. Just set up today and played a bit of Rainbow Six at 144Hz and it was perfect. This is the sRGB version of the 27GL850. It also registers on my computer as the 27GL850. If you are stressed for cash and wanna save a bit of money, this one will do fine. Colors look great without the wide range color gamut, and from reading it should mainly be applicable to HDR gaming, photo editing anyways, which the 850 doesn't do a great job at as is. I don't plan on using HDR either. All in all, this thing came perfect with no bad pixels, and the backlight looks good. This monitor should have a slightly higher contrast ratio than the 850, 1000:1, while the 850 is around 800:1. I highly recommend this as a viable cheaper option to the 850. If purchasing this with limited vertical space, look for a gas shock VESA mount to lower it further or modify your desk for 18 3/4 of vertical clearance. The only difference according to specs is the Nano IPS panel on the 850, which seems like it has more to do with the color range. For under $380, I think it's going to be hard to beat this monitor, especially since the 27GL850 is consistently out of stock. For the price you are getting, essentially the same panel as the 27GL850, excellent response time plus motion handling, officially certified by NVIDIA, G-Sync support, FreeSync sRGB color space, more money in your pocket. You can actually find this monitor in stock. What's missing from its bigger broth? I almost hesitate to include pictures of the monitor when it's on because the pictures do not accurately show what I am seeing in person. In the pictures it looks as if there may be some excessive glow in the top right and bottom left of the screen, but I assure you that I absolutely do not see that in person and only via my camera. The contrast is okay. You are not going to get the deepest blacks, but it still looks great, and if you know, the color pops nicely, though I recommend setting the brightness to at least 75 to 80 to get the most out of the picture. Tested out G-Sync with my GTX 1070 and have had no problems. G-Sync is on by default, so you won't even have to go into your settings and mess with it. G-Sync only works via DisplayPort, FYI. Knocking off a star because my stand wobbles a little bit where the foot meets the pole. It also comes with the shortest power cable I have ever seen. It's maybe 3 feet long. There is no swivel and it's entirely made of plastic, so don't get your hopes up for metal anything. If you are looking for a monitor in this price range, I don't really see any need to look any further. Color is accurate and brilliant, with some tweaking required, with HDR option, and gaming. The new COD Modern Warfare runs smooth at maximum 144 FPS. Best monitor I have ever owned, and LG done it right with the price. With the features this monitor has: 1440p 1 millisecond IPS at 144Hz with GSY-NC and HDR. I highly doubt you can find other similar monitors for $380 that look and perform as good as this. OMG, this thing is exactly as advertised. I got this monitor for web development work, including graphic design applications like Photoshop, Illustrator, and Sketch. All of the output I do is digital, so it made sense to get the 27GL83A because of its native sRGB panel. I didn't need the wide color gamut of the 27GL850, which would require sRGB emulation. The sRGB settings on this 27GL83A are natural and look great. I wish that there was more control in the display's picture settings, but it's good enough. I am able to achieve native 2560 by 1440 at 100Hz with my 2013 RMBP 13 inches when using the DisplayPort Thunderbolt 2, which is better than expected. I thought I was going to be limited to 60Hz. I previously tried a 27 inches LG 4K display but returned it. If I performed scaling on that 4K monitor, it made text look blurry because of the 1.5x scaling calculation. If I didn't perform scaling, everything was way too small. For a 27 inches display, get 2K like this LG 27GL83A or 5K. Do not get 4K. It get a 27 inches 5K, but my current computer isn't capable of driving it. I am happy to have this faster response time monitor considering that my computer is older. I don't do any gaming, and I think this monitor is very nice for my type of work. Picture quality is very good. Build quality is good. IPS glow seems normal. I am not bothered by it. No BLB. Good luck. Click link in description for more reviews.